What is up, guys? We're going to go ahead and hit some legs today. Every leg workout I like to start with calves, move over to adductors, hamstrings, quads, and then we hit our meat and potatoes exercise, which today is going to be Smith and Stream squat. Getting started on the calf machine here. I really like this Icarian calf raise. It's really nice because you're actually able to lean into the exercise as you're pressing up. So when you're getting towards failure, you're less likely to have your hips kind of shift around or your knees or ankles kind of shift as you typically would on a normal calf raise machine. But here, you just press your hips further into the pad, really pull down on those handles right here, pull the pads into your shoulders, and drive and dig hard. So let's get it started. So on each one of my leg workouts, I like to start from the ground up. Like I said, we're starting with calves here. This enables me to use my feet appropriately when I squat, when I do that main movement we're working up towards, and better connect with the ground. You also see that I don't like to wear shoes on leg day because whatever's in the way between me and the floor, I feel like I'm not connecting as well. And it's kind of almost like a spiritual experience with building up that squat. I really get into it. So we're gonna hit another set here on calf raise. Keep getting some blood into the calves. Work them first because most people neglect calves, and that's why they have chicken legs. So we're gonna go hard and get it done. All right. Well, finish off with calf raise. Now we're on to the adductor machine. I'd say this is probably one of the most important leg exercises for building big, thick legs. It's the inside of your leg. It's the part most people don't worry about. People want to build a big outer sweep of their quads. They want to build a big teardrop on their quads. You know, we want to build some hamstrings, typically a lesser priority for most people, but hitting adductors will allow you to have a heavy squat, and a heavy squat allows you to have some big legs. So we're going to get started with this. A couple warm-ups, top set, back off set, maybe get an intensifier in there, tear it up. All right, this is our top set. This is where we go balls to the wall. Everything you got in the tank, drain it. Put it out right here. Light them adductors on fire. Let's grow. That's how a set of some adductors should look. If they don't look like that, you're not training them right. All right, finished up with adductors. Now we're on to this hamstring curl. I like to do seated more so than lying. For some reason, when I do lying, my adductors start to feel kind of funny, especially since I went so hard on them. So this way I don't have to worry about stabilizing my knees very much, because that's what your adductors do. They stabilize your hips and your knees. So this machine stabilizes them for you. It has a pad right here to sandwich your quads down and make sure everything's moving the right way. So we're gonna jump right into this here. A couple warm-ups, top set, back off set. Probably do a drop set on that back off set. That's gonna be gnarly. Just gonna juicy pump our legs so we are able to sit nice and deep into that squat, but also support our knees because we just have more blood in the knee area, but then also in the hamstrings. A lot of people would neglect that. They'll just do leg extensions. I think their knees are nice and warm. I like to do hamstrings and then leg extensions. Then we'll squat. So let's get into it. Time for this top set. Let's get nice and personal. We'll be looking in your two eyes the whole entire time. Honestly, because I'm looking at the tops of some pull-up bars that's right behind the camera lens, or that's in that general distance of gaze. So it's gonna look like I'm staring you in the eyes, because I am. Come on. Damn. You see, there's like a little moment there where I feel like, okay, I'm mentally giving up, and now it's time to like physically reach failure. Because mental failure and physical failure, two separate things. If I'm mentally failing, I'm feeling like this is too hard, I can't do anymore. But that's when you see that kind of switch turn on, where I try to just bang a few more out. And then I realize, yeah, no, I'm physically failing here. My body can't do anymore. That's the end of the set. This is the final step of our warm-up process. Getting our knees warmed up, getting those quads warmed up, a little bit of blood in them. We're not going to do anything crazy here. It's not a pre-exhaust. We're just trying to get blood in the right areas, really set ourselves up to have a good squat, and that's pretty much it. So here I just warm up a plate at a time. 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, up to whatever you're doing. And often on some exercises where you're really strong, you've developed a lot of strength, it feels better the heavier you go. That first set kind of warming up felt kind of funky. And that's just because I don't have enough weight on my back. Where here, it slowly starts to build and I feel like I'm starting to use my body as a unit rather than trying to awkwardly navigate an exercise. It's good enough. We don't need to do too many warm-ups there. Just feel the movement, build the movement pattern up, and we're good to go. Now we're warming up with 3 plates. This is kind of getting to the point where you really have to focus, really zone in, and start bringing some aggression to the table. It's not just about feeling the muscle, kind of like an isolation movement. It's about, utilizing the muscles you want to work to move the weight, but you have to have some oomph behind that. So we're going to do a set with this, not do too many reps, not trying to burn ourselves out, but just really build that movement, build that confidence under the bar. When you make small little jumps, 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, you have that confidence each progressive set that, okay, I can build up to something big today. But when you make a big jump from, 2 plates to even 4 plates, that's almost double the weight, and that can kind of mess with your head. So I'm just doing little jumps at a time. I didn't show you the 2 plates, but I did it. And we're gonna keep building it up. Reps. That's all you need. We're building up here, like I said, slightly, sorry, kind of getting out of breath here. We're slowly lowering the number of reps as we increase the weight. That way we don't exhaust ourselves. So when we go to 5 plates today, we're not burnt out. We're just primed and ready to go. All right, 5 plates. No more Mickey Mouse games. It's time to work. Every rep looks the same. Yeah.
Luke Kane kick game hit like perfect.
Oh, that's how it's done. I'm so glad to have that off my back. You really have to do some heavy ass weight to get that fight or flight response. That's where you just have adrenaline coursing through your veins as if you'll die. Because if I fail this, I can just rack it. That's why I like the Smith. But if I pass out, some freak accident happens, I can't react in time, something bad can happen. So there is a fight or flight response that forces you to perform. If you're not going heavy enough, you're not going to get that response. All right, time for the back off set. That top set really turns into that fight or flight where you have to fight. Otherwise, sometimes there's not a way to flee. So there's no choice but to confront it. Now these back off sets is a different situation. Typically not as heavy per se, but the overall just body fatigue that you're getting because you're doing 3 plates here for however many reps that I want to do, but I'm making the tempo so gnarly to where you have to lose your mind. It gets stupid because of the amount of time you just have the weight on your back and how much your legs just burn. This is a burnout, but not like a, yeah, lightweight for 1,000,000 reps on the leg extension. It's like, no, this is how you really burn out your legs and build some big legs. All those, yeah, burnout people probably have some really tiny legs because they don't really like training legs. Therefore, right back to, they don't have big legs. Let's build some big legs.
Can't kick game hit like perfect. Can't kick game hit like perfect.
Oh. Oh.
Can't kick game hit like perfect.
Oh. Oh. That might have been harder than the top set. Oh man, hella dizzy. My arms are numb. My head's kind of like losing blood. It sounds like everything's underwater. Oh, you know what you say after that? Wow, that was great. Man, we're all just psychos in here. But you gotta be psycho if you want to actually train hard. If you want to be a bodybuilder, you gotta be a little psycho. Oh, oh, that right there, that's a sign of a good leg day. Today we cut it a little bit short. I typically like to do a leg press of some kind and then another hamstring curl because I'm quad dominant. I need more hamstrings. Nonetheless, running short on time. Kara and I are moving right now, so we just sold our furniture tonight. We'll get new furniture at our new place. And got to the gym a little later than I wanted to, but then tomorrow we got work in the morning and time to get the ball rolling. So really pushed it as hard as I could for what I got in today's workout. You know, those squats really got me. And, you know, for right now, that's good enough. It's not about being perfect and doing everything to a T. It's about progress. Progress over perfection is my motto that I live by, and also I preach to my clients. Now, there are certain times in bodybuilding when we have to be perfect, or as perfect as we can be. That's in a prep setting. That's in an off-season setting. That's as much of the seasons of bodybuilding as you can. But right now I'm in my health phase and I'm still pushing heavy weight. I'm trying my hardest in the gym, but I have other things right now that are definitely taking priority, which getting moved, getting to our new place, that's priority. So we're going to take care of that. If you liked this video, really appreciate it. If you liked, subscribed, you can comment below if there's some type of content you want to see. Probably do some cheat meals, more workout videos, maybe a day in the life. whatever you want to see, I'll show you. So hope you guys liked it. Have a good day.